Okay, so in the first clue, we learned that two different identical people experiencing the identical event can have completely different feelings. But what about us as an individual? Is it possible for us to experience the same event as the same person and have completely different feelings? Well, yes, it is. And herein lies the power of what we're going to learn. So imagine this story. A man working through the weekend finally finishes his high-pressure project. He lives in the city, or he works in the city, and he gets on the subway. It's 4 a.m, Sunday morning. He's worked all night. The subway has 15 cars. They're all empty. He's all alone, and he gets in the car by himself and finally gets to relax. He has about 18 stops to go. A lot of stops, a long ways to go. The very first stop, a man with 2 little boys gets on the subway train. But he doesn't get on any of the 17 empty cars. He gets on the only car where there's a person, where this man who's so tired, who is enjoying the quiet, has to put up with it. And it's a little annoying. Well, as they're going, he thinks maybe they'll get off at the next stop, but they don't. And the further the train goes, each stop, the boys act worse and worse, louder and louder, fighting, fussing. And the father of the 2 boys just sits there, bowing his head, not even paying attention. Well, the first man is starting to get annoyed by this. And the longer it lasts, the more annoyed he gets. He tries to put up with it, but then it just becomes too much. And he finally walks over to the father of the 2 boys and says, "Listen, you could have gotten on any of these cars. They were all empty. You got on the only one that has a person, me. I've had a terribly tough week. Your kids are being loud. They're fighting. They're fussing. You're sitting there not even doing anything. What's wrong with you?" The father of the 2 boys looks up at the other man and he goes, "Oh my God, I am so very sorry. We've just spent the last 2 days at the hospital with their mother and we're not sure she's going to make it. And I'm sorry, I just was thinking about that, not paying attention." Well, now the first man feels terrible about being upset. His feelings go from anger to compassion. He wants to do anything he can to comfort this man. So, what just happened there? The exact same man in the exact same event, all of a sudden, with a new piece of information, his feelings about the situation completely changed. That's the second clue. The second clue is the way you feel about an event can completely change given one additional piece of information. To find out the next clue, let's keep going.